Hello everybody! Okay, so I am doing my update for 22 weeks. I am 22 weeks and 3 days pregnant today. And first, let's start with a belly shot, I guess. Let's just jump into that. Again, kind of the same. This looking the same to me. Like I said last week, I popped early and it just kind of stayed the same for the last couple weeks. So I'm a bit of a hot mess right now. Like I am frazzled and my heart is actually like beating really fast because I've been running around and I like sat down and I don't even have time to be like whew before I film the video because I'm in a time crunch. For those of you who are new to our channel, we are in the middle of a move and I am 5.5 months pregnant and I have 3 other children who are 7 and under, a 3, a 5, and a 7-year-old. And we're also in the middle of selling our current home, and so, oh my gosh. I just want to like take a nap. That's what I want to do. So it is crazy. So that's my life right now. Is I thought I had a leisurely morning to film a vlog and get it up, my vlog for today, and nope, I got a call that I need to be out of the house. So I have to go do something. And so anyway, I don't have a lot of time and I was like, gosh darn it, I did my makeup, I'm filming my vlog. And so we're filming a pregnancy vlog. I'm gonna get it done now and try to edit it in my car or when I get to come back home. I don't know. Either way, it's gonna happen. So what's going on in week 22? Kind of the same. So gallbladder update. My gallbladder's been fine. Like if you're like, what's going on with that? Like if you go back, like I think 2 pregnancy vlogs, I talked about it, and I do have a little bit of a problem with my gallbladder, nothing too serious. So I have been kind of slowly just going back to eating what I want, like not paying attention if it's like got extra dairy in it, which is supposed to make the pain worse, like the fat. And I kind of just, it feels the same. Basically, sometimes it feels a little tender or it hurts a little bit, but most of the time it doesn't. So I'm just gonna consider myself lucky. I guess mine's just not that bad. I'm not naive. I know that, like, you know, it's not perfect. I know that there's like, it's not like the problem magically goes away if you have like if you have I have like one gallstone and your risk for getting these things does increase with pregnancy. It's actually a lot more common of a thing than I ever knew because I've never had a problem before. It doesn't go away, like, because mine's too big to like go through my system. So that's why I do still have some pain sometimes, but mine's just not that bad. And as I talked about in the results from my gallbladder thing, just to kind of reiterate, I do actually have an anatomical anomaly. I mean, that is literally the specific phrasing that the surgeons used, where I am going to be for life, like I am prone to having issues because my gallbladder is basically like folded. So I have restricted bile flow, and apparently I'm really lucky when you have this anomaly that less than, like, it's like they said literally 1 to 6% of people in the entire world have. You have, a lot of these people have problems a lot younger, and it doesn't really matter what you do, or if you're a man or a woman, your diet, like none of those things matter. It's just a restriction of your bile flow just happens because your gallbladder's not in the best, like, perfectly shaped. And so I guess in a way I'm really lucky that I've hit my 30s and like I'm just now having a problem, and it kind of was pregnancy that did it, which happens to people whose gallbladders are perfectly normal. So I am just going to keep riding this wave of it not really being a big deal, and we'll see how it goes. So that's good though. I'm really glad that I don't have, man, it's actually a doctor, you know, told me, he said, the people who are going to share most of their stories about gallbladder issues are the people who have bad stories. So you get bombarded with a lot of these like people with like the worst case scenarios, and you have to kind of find the people who don't have those worst case scenarios, who have more of like what's expected. And so that's exactly what happened with me. It's just like people just like, oh, bad, bad, bad. And then like there's like a ton of these people who are like, no, this is what happened with me, and this is statistically more likely to happen to you, and it's not that bad. So if you have a problem, just like be weary of like that. Like, it's like the people who are louder are usually people who've had a problem, and they're louder because they had a problem and it's scary and they want to tell you about it. It's not because they're like trying to scare you. It's the same with giving birth. Whenever you hear labor stories, sometimes the ones that come through the loudest in your ear are the ones that were bad or something went wrong. And it's because those are experiences that are so impactful to the individual who had them that they share them more. And they're also the things that maybe get into your head more, like get into your mental space. And you have to kind of like take that stuff, and you can listen from it and learn from it, or, you know, kind of gather your own thoughts about what they experience. But you also need to realize that there is a ton that do not go like that, and you need to look at that too. For me, what helped was actually looking at the statistics and talking to people in my real life who have this problem, and like gallbladder issues or had their gallbladders removed. And I actually talked to a doctor. I went back and actually conversed with a doctor about some of this and got some, like, again, some statistical information and some like real life patient information, and yeah, it made me feel better. So that being said, I just kind of saw a correlation there of what I was experiencing with people's gallbladder stories with what I see happening in the world of pregnancy vlogs and things like that, with kind of like the scary, terrifying labor and delivery stories, and how sometimes those seem louder. But you need to like just remember, if you are worried about labor and delivery or anything else, there are not just bad things that happen. There are good scenarios and good outcomes, and even just neutral things too. I just saw a correlation there, and I thought I was going to share that with you guys because that was in my thoughts. So back to the baby. So that was the gallbladder thing. I talked a lot about that because that's what I've been getting the most questions about, and like, how am I feeling and how's that going? And from like what I said, what I can see, I am a lucky person to not be having as bad of issues. The doctor said that maybe my diet is also just naturally lower in fat than some other people's. I don't really feel like it is. I feel like I do, you know, I eat yogurt and cheese, and those things are supposed to be really bad for your bile. And, but maybe it is. I do eat a lot of fruits and vegetables, and I drink a ton of water. Drinking tons and tons of water is supposed to help. And I do that anyway, so maybe whatever it is, we're good. And then in other news, let's see. I definitely feel like my feet get a little tired at the end of the day if I've been on my feet a lot. And I am on my feet a lot because we're so busy and we're doing so much. So I just noticed this week where I was just like, ooh. So my husband, he gives like the best foot massages, and I swear I cannot wait to get into bed, and then I'm like, come to bed, honey. So like, as soon as he comes to bed, I'm like, here's my foot. And he like will rub my foot, and it feels so good. I'm like, yes. So the other thing I noticed is I didn't really have a name for what I was experiencing, like, because I didn't think about it that far. I was just like, oh, like sometimes my legs just felt like just a little achy. In a way, it wasn't bad, but it was just kind of like annoying me. And then when I got my 22-week updates on one of the apps I use, it was like, you might be experiencing restless leg syndrome. It was literally like one of the things that could be happening to you at this point. And I was like, that's what's happening. So I think I'm having that. Only a little bit though. Like, it's just sometimes I just feel like I need to stretch my leg out. And other than that, I'm kind of the same. This has been, oh my gosh, I know I've been saying this the last couple weeks, but I'm really grateful this pregnancy because I am a lot heavier than I've been with my other pregnancies. I'm older, and yet somehow I'm not having tons of back pain, having minimal hip pain. I'm not having, like with my third baby, I had this like, it was like the pubic symbus, I don't remember y'all, but it was basically like pain, and that muscle's right at your pubic bone. It was horrible, and it was already bad at this point. Like, it made it really hard to walk, and it was just awful. And I have been so great remembering that pain. Oh my gosh, I'm so grateful I'm not having that thus far with this one, and I'm hoping that I can go at least another 10 weeks before I experience that. That is something, like, as you get older and you have more kids, like that area and the muscles down there and everything aren't as, you know, resilient and strong and, you know, awesome as they are when you're younger. And so I anticipate that could happen as the baby gets lower and bigger, but for now I'm just so grateful that I am doing okay with that. I did notice last weekend, Kyle and I, we spent the weekend, we just wanted to keep the house kind of nice, and we spent the weekend at his parents' house. And they have a nice, big, beautiful house with lots of bedrooms to pick from. We slept in a bedroom, and I forgot, like, the mattress is, like, not our favorite. And this isn't just me because I'm pregnant. Like, Kyle cannot stand the mattress in that bedroom, and I got the worst night's sleep. Like, I've never really thought of myself as someone who cares about mattresses. I'm okay. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, I don't want like a really awful pillow, but like mattresses, I'm cool. No, my hips hurt so bad the next day. So I definitely like need a nice mattress, and having the whole like pillow between your legs things, like to align your hips while you're sleeping. I mean, I definitely need that going on. And so that happened last weekend, where I woke up and I was like, so I can't. And the next night was a little better because I made sure to like position myself right. But anyway, needless to say, when we go back there, I'm not sleeping in that bed again. And Kyle was like, he's not either. So I think that's pretty much it. There's no really other symptoms. I'm so busy and so distracted that I feel like I don't want this pregnancy to go by. This is like definitely gonna be my last baby, definitely. And I just like, it's just flying by. And so at night, I make sure I just lay there and feel the baby moving. I just feel her moving, and I try to soak it up, and I try to enjoy it. And I try to be glad that I've got, you know, this baby belly, but I'm not having tons of pain yet. I'm still kind of in a good place. And just like appreciate it and enjoy it. You know, I'm trying to do that, and it's just difficult with everything going on. Like, I just get so distracted that I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm just getting more and more pregnant. I'm not even noticing, and before I know it, it's gonna be the end. And it's just a really kind of a weird feeling. So speaking of just like the baby in general and feeling her, she just moves so much. She moves a lot. I feel her moving, I feel like most of the time. When she's not moving and she must be sleeping, I'm always like, oh, she's not moving. Like, I'm more surprised when she's not wiggling or punching or kicking or having a dance party than I am when she's like asleep. And I've started to be able to feel it from the outside of my stomach. If she's really active and I can get my hand kind of in the position where she's doing it, I can feel tiny little like thump, thump, thumps. Like, it's very light, but I can feel it from the outside of my stomach. So my kids, my older kids, the 7 and 5-year-old, they are just like anticipating getting to feel her. And I'm like, any day now, guys, any day. And every week she gets bigger, and you guys will get to feel her moving soon. Like, they want to feel her moving so badly. It's really kind of amazing. So in other news, as soon as we sell this house and we have a little bit of a downtime between when our next house is built, we have that interim period. That is when I'm going to sit down and actually like spend some time on my poor baby. Like, I have for her nursery, I'm kind of doing a classic vintage fairy tale theme, if you will. And so I'm really excited to kind of plan that out. Maybe order some bedding for it, some things like that. And I really want to start doing that stuff. I love doing that stuff. I've had whole series on my channels before about Operation Get Ready for Baby. That's what I called it. And it was literally videos dedicated to the process of getting ready for the baby. And I love those videos. You all seem to love those videos. I want to have those videos, because having those videos means that I'm doing those things that I love doing. For me, that's one of the joys of having a baby. It's all the planning and prep work, because I'm a planner at heart and I love it. And I'm just ready to start kind of a lot of that stuff that I really love about being pregnant that you get to do. I'm just finding I'm not really getting to do it yet, and I know I will get to do it soon, but I'm kind of just at that point where I'm like, I want to do that. I want to sit back and put my feet up, get on the computer and go Pinterest crazy, looking at patterns and fun things. And speaking of Pinterest, if you go to my Pinterest, it's Kyle and Court, and it's mine. It's not Kyle's, it's mine. I should have just named it Courtney. But anyway, I have like one of my boards is about the fairy tale nursery. And so yeah, if you guys have any cool ideas or whatever, please, I love sharing this stuff. It's so fun. Normally when I'm planning these nurseries, like Kyle and I consult together, but I think he never really cares that much. So for this one, I was just like, honey, I'm doing this. And he was like, great. Like, I think he has so much on his head that he was like, I'm good. I have to plan many other rooms. So, and it is nice though, we do already have all of her furniture because she is taking the entire bedroom suite, the crib and everything from my 3-year-old. So she's getting all of that. My 3-year-old's getting my 7-year-old's bedding set, and my 7-year-old is going to get some new awesome and completely cool bedroom set. I mean, whatever, she's excited. So at least I have all of her furniture, and it's all beautiful and white and perfect for a fairy tale nursery, and so it's good. I'm excited about that. Her name. Every week I'm like, I want to share her name. I'm just very tired of not sharing her name. It's because of the middle name. We can't decide on the middle name. I've told you guys this for the last several weeks. We still cannot decide on the middle name. So hopefully we will soon. I think I kind of have my heart, I shouldn't say my heart, there's one that I'm liking a lot, and I think I like it. I mean, nothing else I picked that's on my short list or Kyle's short list seems better. So I feel like that's probably the one. But I'm very tired of, because we've known her first name since before I even knew she was a she. It was just this name that came to us. It's, to give you guys, I guess, a hint, I mean, whatever. It totally goes with the other girls' names. And we have a Sophia and we have an Audrey with a D. We have the old-fashioned version, and it goes with their names, Sophia and Audrey. And so if you know us, you might be able to figure it out when I say it goes with their names, because you kind of know what their names go with. Whatever. Anyway, I love the name. It's just, it's beautiful and it's classic and it's perfect and it's right. I think this has been the easiest name I've ever picked for first names, and that's why it's so frustrating not knowing the second name. All right, guys, so this vlog has gone on long enough. I rambled about a lot of things, but you know what? Also, I kind of just needed to sit down and chat with you guys. I have a lot going on, and it's nice to just be like, I'm gonna word vomit in your faces. So thanks for watching and being a part of that. Anyway, you guys, yes, so please just wish us luck with everything going on with the house, and wish us luck that when we get it on the market that it can go fast and that we can have one stage done so that maybe I can start focusing on the new house and all of that stuff. Because I was just thinking, like, oh my gosh, like, I won't be able to nest. Our new house is supposed to be built between mid-August to mid-September. I am due mid-September. I am 9 months pregnant mid-August. Like, oh my gosh, like, there's going to be I won't be able to nest. Like, I just know I won't, and that's okay, but it's just like, okay, all right. So there are other ways I'm going to prep for this baby, but one thing at a time. I keep on going. Very grateful that I'm feeling very good. I know that that is like such a blessing, and I'm just gonna ride that. I'm gonna ride that to the bank. All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions or comments or ideas about this baby nursery, please let me know below, because it's super fun to share and be all like, yay, this is adorable with you guys. All right, I will talk to everyone in the next update. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you can like see all this stuff that is happening in the process and how it's crazy. And also our last daily in the life vlog, it was so cute because Grayson, and Audrey too, but mainly Grayson, my 5-year-old little boy, he started playing baby doctor after we took him to an ultrasound at my midwife's. And he is so cute. He likes to play this game, and he literally pretends like he's like the doctor to me and the baby, and it's just precious. And I was able to capture some of that on film. So yeah. Also, upcoming vlogs, I will definitely do some more about, I had three people just send me a little private message on our Facebook, and just asking some questions about the home birth and how we did it with Audrey, and if we're doing it with this one, and all of that. So I definitely will talk more about that. But yeah, we're doing that. I think I've already said that, but just in case, apparently some people missed it, I am with a midwife. I am having another home birth, and yeah, it's gonna be awesome. It won't be in my home. It'll be at the midwife's home. Like, it's a home away from home birth is what I call it, because I might not have a home when I go into labor. There's a very real chance of that, no joke. And that's not me being negative. It's a reality that I have already faced and I'm okay with, but I will be in a home giving birth again, as long as there's no complications. So, all right guys, I'll talk to everyone next time. Bye.